Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a...
You know what time it is! That's right, you know what time it is. It's double trouble time. All right, double trouble. I am the host, Jared A. Brown, and Jeff and we interview the brightest minds in the digital marketing space. We're doing it again. All right, you know what time it is. All right, we are interviewing a digital marketer who brings it. All right, one thing that social media likes, okay, is controversy, and he stirs it up, which is good because what I like, what Jeff likes, what we both like is that we like when people are straight shooters, and he shoots down the people who aren't straight shooters. All right. So I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited to hear what he has to say and for you to hear his side of the story. It is amazing what he's doing with digital marketing. So, with no further ado, we are going to be interviewing Patrick Tobin. All right. I'm bringing in my other half. All right. My crime fighter, Jeff. All right. So, very cool. We've got a thumbs up already. Boom. Let's see if I can do that again. All right. Maybe not. All right. Went up one time. But I'm bringing in my co-host, Jeff. All right. My brother from the same mother. All right. My womb brother. So, warm comments. Drop some comments. Just don't be stingy. All right. Don't be stingy. Crush that share button and let's get some comments. Let's make this interactive. All right. Interactive. Let's do this. All right. The best way we get dialogue and conversation going is if we talk. So let's get some comments. All right. Let me know where you're from. Where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? All right. Bo, here's Jeff. All right, all right.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm sipping on my Y3000 limited edition Coca-Cola. All right, so here we go. It's AI inspired. The AI made it, designed it, and also did the cover for it. So here it is.
AI inspired it? What are
Uh,
you talking about?
yeah, like they literally used AI to make I don't know, the ingredients or to make the design
Uh,
for
I think we're
everything.
getting
Yeah.
I think we're getting entirely too much reliant on AI now, man.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but it tastes good. It's kind of fruity.
Kind of fruity.
Yeah. So we've got Patrick Tobin, bruh. And
I am stoked.
yeah, the Patrick Tobin, all right. This guy calls it as he sees it, right? And like like I said before, you and I like the people that are real, right? The people that are
Right.
real.
So everybody, we were just talking backstage, and everybody has his or her own unique story to tell. And that's what I love about this. Everybody has their own uh, path to digital marketing, and it's always so interesting. Is that Magic in
I think it
Swindon?
is magic. Yeah, I think it is
Yeah, what's
magic.
up, Magic?
Let's
Uh,
go. Let's go.
and 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 Patrick's is really very interesting. His story, he's got this background of working in a casino. He's lived internationally. He's lived in America. He is originally from Ireland, but he's living in Peru.
That's right. You said that. He's living in Peru right now.
You know?
Wow. I got to ask him questions about the food over in there. I hear, I hear
Exactly.
the,
All
yeah.
right. Well, look, let's ask him in person then. Let's bring
Let's
him
bring
on.
him in. All right. It's double trouble time, people. All right. We're bringing on our guest. All right, man. Yes, it is. It's Magic, by the way. There he is. It's Magic. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Magic. Much love and respect, bruh. All right, here we go. Okay,
Boom, boom.
special guest, Bo. Bo Paul, what is up?
Jeff, Jared.
Patrick Tobin in the house. Patrick is our guest.
How are we doing, guys?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Patrick. Man, it's a pleasure, brother.
Thank you for the invite.
Oh, you're
Thank you
welcome.
very much for inviting me.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And it's our sincere pleasure.
All
I'm
right.
getting
So
used to this horizontal.
Yeah.
yeah, we do so many video content in the vertical position that it's weird when you start doing it
Yeah.
horizontally.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely
when it's
crazy.
in the landscape. But
Yeah,
we
your screensaver on your TV in back of
Going
you
off.
has fireworks. So on the
Oh,
above your shoulder, we're seeing fireworks after you say something.
yeah. Nice. You've got some special effects going on. Some
Yeah.
some video effects. That's pretty cool.
Usually it's a little bit of fireworks when I'm talking.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what's up. So speaking of fireworks when you're talking, so what started you, down this path of what you're doing right now? What like piqued your interest or caught your curiosity, because curiosity killed the cat, right?
I mean, into digital marketing or into the content that I'm producing now?
Let's start with digital marketing and then maybe down the path of what you're doing right now.
Digital marketing, it was always, I think, the same as nearly everyone. They're in a job that they don't like.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's where it all starts.
Yeah.
Then COVID hit. Then everyone's looking online. That's when I first started to dive into it a little bit. I was working in casinos for 22 years. I worked all over. I
Wow.
lived all over the world,
Uh-huh.
cruise ships, lived all over, and decided then that I had to start doing something else because, listen, I had a good job, I made good money, but I didn't have any time, right? And my time, I had young kids. I wanted to find a way to get my time back. And from everything that I researched, digital marketing was the way to go. It was up and coming. It was starting to blow up, and was going to continue to do so.
Okay.
I looked into Amazon FBA, tried that, drop shipping, same as everyone, too late. Blogging, I'm not a really great writer.
Okay. All right.
ChatGPT is not going to get you there, folks. It's
No,
not going to get you there.
I mean, I love AI, but to be honest, folks,
Yeah,
that the human nature that ChatGPT or any of these other AI tools that you use, they just don't cut it for me in the human sort of effect. Not yet, anyway.
they're just added tools to enhance or help, but not to solely rely on. You just
Right,
can't.
and they're very helpful. I would not go out
Yeah.
and say don't use them. I think that we should get used to using these
No.
tools.
100%. And so then from there, I did the same as everyone else. Went online, looked at these videos, seen crazy. I can make $1 million in 3 days. I can make $500 doing this.
10K in
And
2 weeks.
So the first reaction was, okay, this is all bullshit. And so I kept looking and trying to dive deeper into it. And then I was looking into affiliate marketing. I'd done some affiliate marketing courses, some intro courses. But I was at the stage then when I realized that if I wanted to really get out of the casino world, that I was going to have to invest properly, and $7 course was not going to get me there.
Right. So
I did.
Yeah, well, let's underscore that a little
Like
bit.
everybody.
So it does give you a good foundation of understanding about
Sure.
what digital marketing or affiliate marketing
Right.
is about. But it's
Exactly.
not
I agree.
going to make you a lot of money.
No. It teaches you the foundation, and there are some people who will succeed from a little investment if they're willing to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of asking questions. It's possible,
Right.
yes, and there's lots of people who I've seen do it, but I didn't have the time to do that. I was too old I need to move a little bit faster, and I realized after my adventures into Amazon FBA, etc., that I probably needed some help. I don't think really good math skills was going to get me there. So I decided to get some help. I just tried some intro courses. I was really looking for someone, a mentor that I aligned with, values aligned, that was going to be straight, that actually wanted to help somebody and not just say it. I wanted they do it. There's lots of them to tell you that, but they don't follow through. So I researched the mentors heavily. As I got into these intro courses, and I found one.
Did.
Actually, I tried all these affiliate marketing ones, and I seen it was on Facebook, and I seen a guy talking about ghost commerce, and I didn't know what it was. I was intrigued and watched a quick video from the mentor, and it was kind of salesy. It's a sales video, right? So I was like,
I think they
here
all
we
in
go
some
again.
way kind of will
Yeah.
sound salesy, especially when you're first starting out. Yeah.
It's a sales video, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't reach out to the creator. Like I get a million messages a day, and they want to ask me from how much I earn, what's my bank account. Like you know what I mean? I just dived in and just took action and got started.
Okay.
It was $27 intro course, and it showed me a lot of different stuff to the ones I'd done before, and it was focused heavily on affiliate marketing to begin with, the easier model to start
Yes.
with. But Ghost Commerce is a little bit more than that. It's not just
Right,
affiliate marketing.
right.
It's theme pages with shout outs. It's brand deals, lead generation. It's so much more than that, right? But you need some experience before you get into those, and you need to learn how to build a following. You need to actually learn some digital marketing skills before you attempt to do some YouTube automation, etc. It's just not really for beginners. So then I just decided to go into the higher level, into the mentorship program, to get some closer up coaching with, his name is Jeff Samus. He's like legendary. The reason that I liked him from the beginning, even when he on the sales video, was there was something about him that was a little bit different, and I found out later what it was. He was actually mentored by Robert Kiyosaki.
No
And
way.
I'm a huge fan of Robert Kiyosaki.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
I
that's
was
awesome.
blown. My mind was blown by that. And he has some of the similar traits, the straightforwardness, and it's what I need. I'm not saying that's what everyone needs. It's what I needed.
Yeah, no,
Because as you see, I'm straight to it.
I can see why you would need that. I think a lot of people also do. You know, in this, especially in this industry, you want some people who are just going to be totally upfront,
Right. Get to the
100%,
Exactly.
you know, transparent.
Exactly. And when you're doing something wrong, I want you to tell me. I left my ego at the door. I didn't care what I'd done before. He's a few years younger than me. Everything I'd done in my life before, well, this was new, right? So I took it like, I'm listening. You know what you're doing. If I'm being an idiot, you tell me I'm being an idiot. If I don't need you patting me on the back, just tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Okay.
And I think when you accept that, it doesn't matter what age you are. When you accept that, you're there to learn. You're there to actually listen to the advice that you get. I see so many people get into these programs and they're getting direct advice from somebody who knows exactly what they're doing. They're telling you what to do, and they do the opposite, right? It just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make
Why
sense.
are you paying for mentorship if you're not
Right.
going to
Why
listen?
pay the money? Yeah, if you're not going to apply what you've learned.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the biggest thing that people need to know when they want to get into digital marketing, affiliate marketing, ghost commerce, whatever you want to get into in this space, is it's not going to be easy. Like that's where most people fail, and I think that's why I'm completely against the way it's marketed with these side hustles and stuff, because people get into this space thinking it's going to be quick and easy, and then they quit.
It sometimes is a rough road to hoe.
It
Did I
is.
just say hoe?
We're not even on the strip in Las Vegas, and you're talking about.
No, and I'm not even standing in a garden, right? And hey, we're not even going to talk about sons of pitches in here, are we, Jared?
No.
You see, you guys are experienced, you know, to get around all this on YouTube. I'm trying not to say anything. So yeah, I think that's the biggest mistake people make. They get in and they expect this quick money. It's not like that. It doesn't. I mean, the 1 in a million, they make
bottle.
10 grand in the first month. Great. One person hits the jackpot, hits a big viral video on their first day, and then they continue and they blow up and they make 10 grand in their first month. Amazing. But is that going to be everybody?
Right.
Absolutely not.
And I blame it.
It just doesn't work.
I think I blame it on sales tactics. You know, and I get it to a certain extent.
I do.
You know, you want to be able to you want to lure and entice people to come into this market, you know, industry.
Right.
But you can be honest about it.
Be upfront.
And I think exactly. Then the people that come into, say the people who come into the ghost commerce through me, they understand fully what they're getting into. If they've spoken to me, they know that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick. So I think they're better prepared for their journey, right? So I think that they've already have a better chance to succeed than the ones who are getting in thinking, I'm going to make so much money here. They all end up quitting. It's just because it's hard, right? And also, this might be a little bit controversial, but it's kind of the people who are watching's fault, right? Right? Yeah. Because they're watching and they're asking for this. They want easy. They want it broke and lazy. They engage in that content. So what do people supply and demand? People keep making what people want, right? So it's kind of their fault. If they weren't watching it, those guys wouldn't make it. But you should have some moral high ground where, I made mistakes when I first started. Don't get me wrong. I copied the same thing.
We all did
because I didn't know it.
We were getting instructions.
Didn't know any better,
to do
right?
so, you know. And
yeah. And then I got to a point when I didn't want to do that anymore. I started researching the actual side hustles that I was talking about. People were talking about, and they're just wasting people's time, right? So they're either and again, you're giving them a quick and easy way to make money, and then here, why don't you buy this course and then you make it quicker money, right? It's icky to me. It didn't feel right. So I went a different route.
All right, Patrick. All right.
Which again,
so then, how long were you into this ghost commerce until you pivoted?
I started. A good few months. It wasn't right away. I pivoted in the middle after a few months into doing something in the middle where it wasn't side hustle stuff, but it wasn't like anti-side hustle stuff or reaction videos like I do now. I was trying to find my space, find my confidence to do what I wanted to do. And coming from casinos, having a strong background in fraud protection, scams, cheating, it's like that was a big, huge part of my job.
You're right. I'm sure you've seen all kinds over there in the casinos over the years, huh?
If you want those stories, I'll give you those stories. but I mean, so coming from that background and that kind of mindset, that's how my mind works. Then this was kind of the one thing that my mentor told me, that Jeff told me, which really resonated with me. It took me a while to find myself, and he said, "You have to be yourself, right? Be yourself." That's what people want to see.
That's a value bomb. That's a value bomb.
Hey, hold on. Yeah. Let's say that for the people in the back.
You got to be yourself.
Oh!
And that's it, right? And once you figure out that people will, you don't have to, people, they say know, like, and trust. I don't necessarily, I'm not sure if people like me. Right? I'm saying they know me, and
but we have a value bomb. Boom!
But you have a point there. Is that there is of course, we all know the like, know, and trust, but couldn't it also be the dislike, trust?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, because I'm not exactly warm and fuzzy in my content, I'm very straightforward, very blunt. There's a certain, like, the people who follow my content, they like that because they want the truth, right? And I tried to break it down in as much detail as I have time to do. Sometimes I can't put in everything, but they always remind me if I miss something.
I love it, Patrick.
Like, this is only available in the US. But I break it down with facts. Like, if I told you how much time I researched this stuff, it's actually much harder than to just go and copy something else.
If you have the audacity to do these reaction videos that you're doing, you're going to have to do the research to make sure, to ensure 100% that you're not doing something, that's going to trip yourself up and give yourself ill repute, and reputation.
Exactly. And I've seen a lot of people do reaction videos, but at the end, they tend to say, don't do this, you should do what I do, right? And in the middle part, then I used to do something like that. But now I want to give value, right? I want to show, I don't want to waste 30 seconds telling you about what you can do. If you want to do that, you can come and ask me. You can send me a direct message. I don't use a chat bot. People can talk to me. They can ask me questions. I help people from, like, I spend more time helping people that are not, or have money or interest in doing what I'm doing than anybody else, because I get a lot of people asking me about online jobs, right? The same thing with these online jobs. They think because of these videos that they can get in and get a job that pays $50 an hour with no experience. But the funny thing is, people spend 4 years in college to get a job that pays $50 an hour.
There you go, right?
And probably,
and they'll spend 4 years or more, and maybe not even reach that level of
it took me years
per
to get to
hour
that
status.
Yeah, it took me years. So that's when, like, I spend time with them, explaining them, telling them you need to learn skills first before you are looking to come into online space. If you've got no money, there's lots of free resources. Go learn some skills, get an online job. It's going to pay low money, because even when you learn these skills, you're still going to be low skilled and inexperienced,
right? And
then work your way up.
So I mean,
if you want to save money and invest in an online business, sure.
Exactly. I know it's hard for people, well, my age, I would say 40 years and up. It's harder for people
our age
up, right, to come to grips with the fact that it's legitimate to make money online, and there are legitimate ways to do so. It's very hard to come 100%. To grips with that. People are hardwired, to think that you have to punch in and punch out, clock in, clock out at a job to make money, and then you have to put in at least 8 hours a day or more. And the only way to make more money is to work more hours. That's just how we've all been wired to think.
I was too. I grew up in a a very poor community in Ireland, single mother, and I started working full time at 14 years old, getting paid $150 an hour. That's how we got money, right? We didn't know another way.
Right.
I think the evolution is going to change. As I get so many kids reaching out to me, they're 14, 15. Hey, how do I start making money online? I'm like, learn skills now. Don't worry about making money until you're 18, but learn the skills now, because they have such an opportunity to never really work in their life.
There you go.
And
so I'm glad that's how you answered that question, because nowadays when I see youth on their devices, and the majority of them are on their devices. I read something the other day that 40% of Gen Z is using TikTok as the search engine, right? So the majority of them are just staring at their devices and not utilizing them to learn something.
Yeah, they're just consuming.
Right.
And, that's going to get you nowhere. I mean, you can consume to a certain point, but I mean, there's content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook that is legitimate, that you can actually learn from, right? There are sources. Unfortunately, they're probably not the most popular people, which is nuts, right?
Or there are websites you can go to,
100%. I seen you talk about one yesterday that's the kind of things people need to get into. If you're 14, 15, learn digital marketing skills, learn content creation.
Right. Whether it's Google, Coursera, there are a bunch of websites you can go to and actually not only learn for free, but you'll acquire certificates to do so.
I hope he's here. Probably not. It's probably late for him. But there's a 14-year-old kid in Ireland, right? His name's Sean, and he makes $20,000 a month at 14, right?
What?
You know how he does it?
That is crazy.
He goes to school. He goes to school. He plays basketball for Ireland, right? Under 15, and he has 5 online businesses that he runs, and he does them. He has them all because he lies about it and says that he's 18, right? So he does affiliate. He didn't get in and learn Ghost Commerce. He learned Ghost Commerce from watching my content and went out and started 2 brands and started monetizing them within months. He started affiliate marketing. He does drop shipping. He does some 5 businesses at 14. Like this kid is going to be a gazillionaire.
Right.
So it's possible. I'm not saying when you're young it's impossible to make money.
He's already he's developing that wealth mindset.
Yeah, he's retired his mother and he's 14. Yeah, and that's something special. But not everyone's like that, right? Not any adult is that relentless. And I'm not saying if you're underage, you should not be trying to do that, because that's going to be the 1%, right? He's the 1% of the 99% of the kids who take money from their mother, use their mother's credit card, buy some course, and make no money, right? Don't do that. I think you should be 18 when you're actually getting in into this model.
I have a friend who's been tuning in, Mohammed, and he says he also knows a guy who earns about $5,000 a month and with editing.
Yeah, and that's really cool. So I get hit up all the time, obviously, for editors and stuff. Like these guys they're hustling for money, right? They're working, right? And that's a good thing too. That they see a gap in the market: editing, content creation, social media management. I have a friend from Ireland too. He's a big SMMA guy, and he tells me I had a bit of a misconception about SMMA until I spoke to him, and I was under impression that you had to be excellent salesperson to do SMMA. Well, you don't apparently. So like all these models that they all have misconceptions, misunderstandings about them. Same with affiliate marketing. Ghost Commerce has a lot of misconceptions. All the affiliate marketers say it's just a fancy name for affiliate marketing because they're just protecting their own products, right? But that's the way marketing world, man. It's just whatever you say, and you can say whatever you want on social media, and apparently it's fine. Just say it. It's good.
I know. So I to a certain extent, I almost wish there were some sort of agency that kind of set rules in place, because there are a lot of sales tactics in this Ghost Commerce affiliate marketing space that I frankly just don't agree with, you know.
Yeah, me either. I mean,
And that alone, that statement alone, is the reason why I started your content resonated with me, and I identified with it. I love the content that you bring to the table.
thank you. And I'm not saying what I mean. There's not very few people who do what I do. I mean, I don't really know anyone who goes to as deep as I do, but whatever. When it comes with controversy, right? It does come with some kickback. I'm going to piss off a lot of creators. A lot of people making these videos, they're saying that I'm taking food off their table or whatever. My response is always, stop doing it.
Stop lying.
And then you'll never be on my page. That's you'll never see your face.
You wouldn't be having that conversation with them.
Exactly.
If they weren't doing things that were untrue.
Exactly. Untrue is a very nice word, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not
nice
something I use,
but
but yeah. So I mean, the controversy comes with it. I knew that getting in. I knew it was going to be. It wasn't going to come without that. But I'm built a little bit differently than most people. That I can go as far as saying I like it.
So let's just let the cat out of the bag here. Okay, so what you're doing is you're basically uncovering some of the things that they do wrong, and you're refuting some of these side hustle videos that are online that basically flood social media. I mean,
what happens is
all the time, and they're the same ones over and over again. You know what?
They're word for word.
Drives me nuts is they'll say, okay, Rolex will pay you X amount of dollars, and it's not Rolex, it's Bob Watches, right? Or some other company, right?
The Netflix one is another common one.
Oh, that's
and the Netflix one drives me nuts because it's actually only like 13 people worldwide, and that job only exists maybe once every 5 years or something like that, right?
I did one recently. It was $4,444 to play Uno.
What?
Right? Yeah, and it was viral. It was around the place, right? And there was one job. It was a competition to get one job. You had to be a creator. You had to make content, and it was an ambassador for Uno, right? And guess what? When the video was posted, the viral video was posted, the job had already been. The deadline was 2 months before.
Oh my gosh, you cannot make this stuff up.
I mean, it's just, it goes beyond me that they have
and that's
they can
do
do
about that Netflix one. People will actually be promoting it like, oh, you could legitimately make $45 an hour just watching Netflix, right? And I'm like, if you really just do your research first before you just copy someone else's video, you will find out that
it's not right.
That job. The job listing hasn't even been posted since like 2017 or 2018 or something like that, right?
But it doesn't sound as it doesn't sound as nice when you say like these transcription jobs like on rev.com or whatever. Hey, you can get paid $2 an hour transcribing really shitty audio, and you're going to hate your life. It doesn't sound the same as you can make $3,200 in 10 minutes.
Right.
It doesn't sound the same, right?
Then not as sexy.
Then what helps me is like if you're really able to make this sort of money at these side hustle jobs that they're talking about, right? That they're slinging, right, with their side hustle video, then why is it that they're doing some sort of other affiliate marketing job and not these side hustles themselves?
Right.
Well,
because
at the end they go. Because at the end of the video they do the switch and bait.
Yeah.
Right, it is a switch and bait.
Old switcheroo.
Find out what side hustle I do, and if you're interested in learning, comment below.
Exactly. And what amazes me is the amount of people who comment below. Right? You just watch them just lie to you, right? The percentage of people, okay, you have to know, I presume a huge percentage know that it's bullshit, right? And then there's still like 500 comments, ready. What what are you ready for? That person just lied to you. Do you think they're going to tell you the truth about what you're getting into now?
I know. Wouldn't it be great if the whole Pinocchio thing really took effect when these people are doing their side hustle videos and their nose just started growing?
I'm painting noses on them every day.
It's like, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not lying.
But it's amazing that I mean, I guess I understand it, right? We're in an economy where people are struggling for money, and that makes it worse. It doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. People are really struggling for money. They want a second stream of income, and they're taking advantage of it.
And I'm sure
it's just not
sure
right.
with your experience at the casinos, you've seen this for years. People come to the casinos to strike it rich quick, right?
Yes.
And when they go online, they want to find these side hustles where they can make money quick.
Yeah. Quick and easy, right?
Right.
And broke and lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're broke, okay, get a job. If you're lazy, then you're not going to do it anyway.
If you're lazy, you're still going to be sitting on that couch watching Netflix and not getting paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are ways, online remote jobs that do pay money, right? But is it like I said before, people are willing to spend 4 years in college to get a job that pays 40, 50 grand a year and then gradually increase 3% or whatever for years. Mm-hmm. But they're not willing to spend 2 weeks on a digital or an online course to learn how to get a job, right?
Right.
Trust me, when you're looking for a job, please do not look on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook at side hustle videos. Go to Indeed.com, go to legitimate websites that actually post real jobs. That's a good start.
Yeah, because they're probably held a lot more accountable for what they, have in their stuff. Yeah,
it has to be reputable, right? They're not going to accept a job that's just if there's one position and it passed 2 years ago and you're going to go play Uno. It's not going to happen, right? That drives me nuts. Like when I
was it like an online website Uno game, or was it an app that they download to play?
So they had to make a video on TikTok, and so of them playing Uno, right? So playing Uno as a creator playing like a bit, and then you get selected. They flew out to New York, and for I think it was for 4 weeks. Then you would get 4,444 per week for the gig. But you're going to be an ambassador. You're going to be on camera. I mean, a good gig, right? But one person in the world was getting that job.
Right.
What next? What's going to be next? What level do they get to next? I keep waiting to see. Like I have one tomorrow that I think the line was $75 an hour for talking. So look out for that one.
Nice.
I get red when I see the stuff. Like I get I'm mad when I see it, and I don't write the content when I'm mad.
I want to thank Mohammed for tuning in, because he's dropping all these really good comments. Okay, and this one here is about building personal brand, right? Maybe you could talk about building your personal brand, because I know that you've done that.
Yep.
And you've done it well, but I imagine that you had to learn how to build your personal brand through
100%.
all the marketing courses that you've taken.
For sure. The personal brand is probably the best way for anybody who's going to start in content to have a personal brand, right? Because like you talked about 3 things earlier, the know, like, trusting. It's very hard to do that unless you're actually in the content, right? You can make faceless team page and stuff, but that's a much longer process to get a know, like, and trust, or from anyone. If you want to sell anything or want to affiliate with something, you're going to have to build a personal brand. And once you learn how to build it correctly, and what I mean by correctly is that you're being yourself, you're actually providing value to the audience, that you're engaged with them, you're actually trying to help them. Because there's so many creators out there building these personal brands that aren't worth $1, because they don't provide value. All they want to do is sell, right? They don't engage, they don't answer. They're if someone sends them a message, they just send a link, right? That's not how you build a personal brand, because they're following you, right? They want your opinion on something. I get every day somebody sends me a video for asking me opinions on this. Is this a scam? Is this whatever? And I take the 2 minutes out of my day to take a look and do it for them, right? Now that person who I do that for, the next time they're watching one of my videos, they're going to engage with it. They're going to comment on it. They're going to and build my brand, right? Then to build a brand, your content has to I'm not saying go viral, but your content has to get pushed out by the algorithm. And if people are not engaging with your content, your brand is not going to grow.
And that's why you have to welcome the negative comments just as well as the positive ones.
Exactly.
Because they're going to drive engagement, and engagement is what pushes your content out.
It's like, thank you for helping me get more visible, because the algorithm is now working in my favor. Thank you.
Yeah. And I answer them all. And what I learned, I think, from Jeff and from some other people in Gary Vee, a couple of other people, the negative comments, the trolls, if you want to call them, like I've had so many I can't even remember. But and at the start, I used just to put them away. I mean, like, I would just be so direct and probably go overboard with it. I mean, like, to just shut them down. Now I respond with, I understand. I hope you have a better day, because whatever's going on in your life to make you put that comment on this post, I hope it gets better. Because sometimes we have to forget ourselves and our own ego and our own things, and actually think about, how is that person feeling? What is making somebody like that? What has pissed them off enough to leave that comment? Is it something I did? It wasn't me. Did I say something that outrageous that deserved that? And if I did, I deserved the comment. Now, if I didn't, then more than likely there's something going on with them in their life, and a little bit of empathy sometimes. And by being nice, it usually shuts it down anyway.
You're right.
Now, at the start, I used to just...
How does that saying go? Kill them with kindness?
Yeah. And I wouldn't say kindness. I try. I mean, I really try. I try to be as nice as I can, because, like, if it's an out of whack one where you're like, oh, there's probably something not right there, then I'll send them a message like, I hope whatever it is going on that it gets better. Because the other thing is, since I switched my content style to this, definitely not the same amount of trolls. A lot more supportive. A lot more people are actually engaging my content, and like some funny ones, like not all superheroes wear capes, stuff like that. That makes me laugh. But because they appreciate that. Okay, they're spending a minute and a half to watch my video, so they don't have to waste their time.
Not only time, but possibly money, because
right. I was just going to say that.
Who are losing money to investing in these people who aren't going to teach them anything. They're just going to take their money.
Exactly.
So,
and I speak to them all the time, and they're like the same thing. Just as you said, they've wasted so much time, so much money, and
I'm sorry, but that's my whole take on this.
That's value.
If you're willing to do these side hustle videos, then you're sacrificing not only your morals, right? Not only your morals, but you're sacrificing your integrity, your honesty, your everything. That tells me that you also only want the money.
That's
you're not.
I don't even know you personally. I don't even know you personally. But if you're willing to do these side hustle videos, right, with regularity, then that tells me something about your character.
Absolutely. That tells me that person plays baseball and is a son of a pitch.
We're not
trying to help people.
Did we step our feet back into the garden?
or in the minor leagues or big leagues, I'm not sure, but he's right. I mean, we don't want, and seriously, I want to applaud you because we need people like yourself, Patrick, to call people out.
Thank you.
Because it's Jeff and I, we almost want to puke because
we've all been scammed. I actually fell for a scammer.
Oh my God!
Ago, this dude is really good. I mean, he's like good. Diabolically, devilishly good, right? And I fell for the scam and put like $1,600 into this this system he was promising me. You know, it was automation. You know, fully automated system, and I thought, great. You know, it's gonna make me some money. You know, and yeah, I got duped. You know, so if people can uncover these scammers or these illegitimate false
prophets.
these false promoting people, then you know what? Great, more
Yeah.
power to you, Patrick. I got props to you. I got so much respect for like you who actually have the audacity to do what you're doing. The onus.
Absolutely. You know, there is audacity. You got to be daring, direct like you are. And the thing is that if you weren't providing real value, then you wouldn't get engagement, you know, because
Exactly.
then they would see the same thing that you're seeing with these con artists, is that they would see you as a fake, right? That you're just trying to get, hysteria, or you're trying to drum up controversy. But you're providing value because you're actually doing real research.
It is.
You know what I mean? And so
and that's why people come back. Probably, you know what? You may have just as many trolls as you do people coming forward and supporting us. You know, just as many supporters. But again, I've seen your TikTok account. It's exploding, man. It's
but social media likes controversy, though. So that's
they do. But I think, I mean, my whole angle, not angle, but my whole way to go with this was, I knew that there's a certain percentage of people that had enough of it.
Oh yeah,
they're smart enough. You can see in the comments. You can see in the comments of these videos, these titles of videos, that there's people there that they're calling them out, right? But again, the creators either delete the comments or don't answer them, right? And I kept seeing that, and I'm like, okay, there's definitely people who want to see this type of content. They want to know the truth, and let's do it. And I think that there's also the biggest thing that this is a controversial figure. I won't even use his name, but a very big figure in the online space said in an interview that I've seen recently. He said, when you have a small audience, it doesn't really matter what you say, because only 1% of those people will actually listen and maybe go and try what you say. But it's the people with the big audiences that have a real responsibility for what they're saying. And I see creators with 200,000-300,000 followers on Instagram, TikTok, and they're doing this stuff. So there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people seeing this stuff. And the percentage gets higher. That means there's more people wasting time. And then what also, I don't even think they realize that like when they do these affiliate marketing ones, like you can make $10,000 promoting Walmart, or just, I mean, I want to blow up when I see it.
I think that's magic again. Exactly. Enough is enough, but some of them are so good at tricking us, you know?
Yeah. But then it makes affiliate marketing and digital marketing look scammy, right?
That's what bothers me the most, right? Is that it paints a certain picture, and it gives affiliate marketing such a bad name, a blemish, right?
Exactly.
That the people 100%. From the outside looking in who don't know much about it are just thinking, see, I told you it was a scam. I told you the whole time. I knew it.
I get the same. I mean, still, even with my content, people come to me, they're like, oh no, affiliate marketing is a scam. Like they DM me, they're like, what is Ghost Commerce? And the second I mention the first part is probably going to be affiliate marketing, like, oh no, that's a scam. All right. Okay, brother. I mean, I don't try and convince people. I'm not convincing you.
Exactly. I mean, and
I
and sometimes you find out the hard way. Sometimes you're just wasting your time if you try to convince or persuade them otherwise. You're wasting your time. So they have to have legitimate interest.
Right.
So let's.
They're not
right. They have to be willing, have an open ear.
There has to be willingness. You're right.
So then let's talk about some of the these legitimate ways that you have found to make money with affiliate marketing. You were talking about you had pivoted and started a different way in affiliate marketing after investing in yourself more.
I mean, there's so many ways to make money with affiliate marketing. I mean, another one that annoys me is the Amazon one, because Amazon, 15, 20 years ago, good way to make money. Anymore, I mean,
I know.
forget it, right? But
I mean, it's what 2 and 3% commission off products.
yeah, I mean, and that's what you're telling. Like, I've seen literally creators with 500,000 followers saying how I made my first million, and then they show a video about Amazon affiliate. Something's off here, right? And then these guys go and they sign up for Amazon affiliates, right? And they make no money. So many people come into Ghost Commerce and they're like, hey, how do I apply for Amazon? Like, well, first of all, you don't want to, right? Stop.
I know. So that's actually where you would say, look, you're better off paying for the $7 courses, receiving the firm foundation understanding of affiliate marketing, and even with those low ticket sales that people are taught, in these $7 courses, you can make more money selling low ticket items than you can with affiliate marketing. I mean, with Amazon social.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ways, and another thing that I think a misconception about the make money online space affiliate marketing is because most of the affiliate marketers you're going to see online that you see are because that's what you're searching, right? What they don't realize is whatever the algorithm is feeding you the content that you're looking at, right?
Like
if you're watching how to make money online, that's what you're going to get fed. So nearly all these creators that you're watching are affiliating with some type of mentorship program or course, right?
True.
So they all believe that that's the only way to make money with affiliate marketing, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Now, when I tell people as well, whenever you're going to get into affiliate marketing, Ghost Commerce, you have to do what you want to do, right? The reason there's many types of people who promote courses. I think one is the one who gets in and think it's going to be easier, right? Because that it's set up that way. A lot of courses are going to teach you that about their model, and not like ours doesn't push you to promote it at all, but some of them do. But then the other ones do it because they hear that health, wealth, and relationships are the biggest niches, the most lucrative ones. So they go with something like wealth, and they're not even that into it, right? They're not into the make money online space. And then thirdly, the ones who do it who are passionate about that space. And some of them do it for money, some of them do it because they want to help people, right? And if you're passionate about it, like I'm super passionate about make money online space. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it, right? I want to clean it up. I actually want to help people. And I think that's where a lot of people are going to miss. They're going to miss the boat. Their longevity is not going to last because they're not doing it for the right reasons.
Right. And
if you want to do
and their heart isn't in the right place.
Yeah. And your brain's not in the right place if you're doing something that you're not interested in.
Right.
Because it's something you're going to be surrounded by all day, every day. If I hated I make money online and I'm researching content every day, then I'm not going to like it for very long. And then I may as well be back in my 9-to-5 job and doing something I hate there.
You may as well be at some other, part-time job or 9-to-5 job that you hate. Those soul.
But you can.
The soul sucking.
You can make money.
Say.
Yeah, you can make money in any space, right? It can be health, relationships. It can be anything. One of our members, she has a huge brand in the pet niche on Instagram, over 200,000 followers, and it makes a lot of money from posting dog videos. You know what I mean? They're not even her dog, but it's amazing.
Wow.
And that's what people don't understand. They don't understand that these brands are making money with affiliate marketing as well, right? That you can do it in so many ways. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to build a personal brand if you don't want to, or your job doesn't allow you to do it. But what you do have to understand is how to do it properly, how to set it up, and how to monetize it, and then how to make conversions from whatever you have. And usually in those like pet niche and stuff, they're going to be low ticket items. They're going to be not so many digital products, maybe some dog training, whatever. But essentially, you're going to be selling low ticket items. But if you build up a brand, you're going to sell a lot of them. A lot of them are going to be recurring, like in the health niche where you're selling supplements and stuff, where it's high commission and recurring. You can make a lot of money by doing that, right? And you're actually helping people. You're solving a problem, right? That's what making money online is.
So let's
solve a problem.
So you're adding value. You're solving a person's problem, and you established the know, like, and trust factor, right?
Exactly.
So people are going to come back to you as a result. They're going to be returning customers.
Exactly. And then that's where your brand starts to build. And then when you build a big brand, I mean, that's the thing that I don't like to say very often, but how much money is possible, right? That's where people get weary because they don't understand the space. So they get very weirded out by when you're saying that, I mean, in 5 years, I plan to be making about 100,000 a month, right? People are like, well, what are you talking about? That's not possible, right? Because their brain isn't, it's not ready to hear that kind of information. Right. Because when they hear 10,000 a month, they think that's a scam. When you tell them 100,000 a month, they shut down, right? But it's possible. There's affiliates making $1 million a month, right? It's just that it's not going to be right away.
And you have to get used to it. It's a matter of recalibrating your
mindset. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing about mentorship is most people, I think the majority of people are going to come in with not a growth mindset because it's not something you're taught in school. It's probably not taught by your parents. I mean, I wasn't, right? My mindset was broken for a long time. I just believed I had to work as hard as possible, get a better job, get a pay rise, do the best I can do every single day, and then live my life till 65. And then hopefully I'll have enough left over to retire.
But by the time I reach retirement age, Patrick, I'm 52 right now. The retirement age in America is going to be pushed like 67 or 68. And it's crazy because the average American's life expectancy is only 77, right? So we work until we're 65, 67 years old. You know, our fingers,
have 10, 15 years.
Our fingers to the bone to only enjoy retirement for 10 to 12 years? Really? I think that's really
if you just change it. If you just change
a scam.
That's a scam. That is a scam, and it's the oldest lie ever told, right? It's when they set up the education system back in the industrial era in the States, they set it all up to make good workers, etc., to program us to work, right? Because the middle class or poor will work and make the rich people rich. Right. So I spent 20 plus years making people rich.
So magic here says that it'll be 68, right? I'm not sure what the laws are for retirement in Ireland, right? But is it 65?
Similar. 66, I think.
66. But yeah, once I reach that age, I'm 100% sure it'll be 67, 68. I remember, Jared, we were young, you know, so long ago, but when it was like 60, I remember retirement age being 60, you know?
Yeah, it's not, now people are living longer, but still, you're not, when you get to 65, 67, what gas do you have left in the tank to enjoy those years? And what's your money going to be worth in that area, right?
Very good point.
Inflation. And it's so sad.
Your money's not going to be worth anything.
It's so sad. No matter where you go in the world, you'll see these older people working after they're retired because they have to, because their retirement, their pension, and their retirement money just aren't enough.
I'll tell you a story of exactly the moment this happened twice. The 2 times in one day that happened that made me really focus about going into digital space, right? This was slightly before COVID in the States. I was working in a casino in Florida, and we had this old pit manager named Doug, super nice guy, like very grumpy, but had been in casinos for 45 years.
Wow,
Old Vegas guy. Like we call him a dinosaur, right?
Dinosaurs.
Oh my God. I mean, me and him got along better than anyone because we were very similar minded, very straightforward. And so he went out and he was over 65. He was 66, 67, still working, right? Because he needed health insurance or whatever it was that he still needed the money, right? And so he had a hip operation. He goes out on to get the operation. I think I've never seen Doug again. There's no way at that age he's going to have a hip operation and come back. And we do a lot of running around in the casino, so there's no way he's going to be able to come back to this.
You're constantly on your feet all day, right?
Yeah.
Monitoring people, watching things.
Yeah. And he comes back 2 months later,
2 months
right?
later?
Hobble, 3 months,
Yeah.
whatever it was, and hobbling in the door, right? Like couldn't barely walk. And I said to him, "What the are you doing?"
No,
And he goes,
take your retirement, take your retirement, and walk off into the sunset.
and he said, "I don't have a choice," right?
Wow.
And then I walked away from it because I didn't know what to say,
Wow,
right? I mean, me and him were
that is
close,
a true
but
awakening
Wow.
experience there. When you look at that, it's like
yeah,
if he's working that soon after such a surgery,
yeah.
he's not fully
He retired.
rehabilitated.
He retired soon after, like couldn't do much longer, and then died soon after that.
Oh, wow.
See, there you go.
That's the saddest
That
story.
is so sad because
That is sad.
he worked so hard for his retirement, only to pass
Just
away.
And his response
That's
to your
good.
question was, I have no choice.
Yes,
Wow.
and then I realized I need to start doing something, or that's going to be
Mhm.
me, because I could see myself in him. I started in casinos at 18. I'm like, that's my life.
That's
That's where
me.
I'm going, right? So I go out to the outside area, and there's a guy from Romania, and me and him were close. Well, he'd lived in Ireland, so he spoke English with kind of an Irish accent. So it was always funny to me. So we're just going back and forth. And he calls me Paddy.
Paddy.
And he goes, "Hey, Paddy, you know what?" He goes, "You know what?" He goes, "Irish people, they're the best workers in the world." And I'm like, yeah. I started all like going in one day. I'm like,
They're
that sunk in because
historically really hard workers.
yeah, and that comes from our background, from what we're taught from a very young age. And you're not going to meet too many lazy Irish people.
No, I've never seen
because we're taught that you get nothing from doing nothing, right? And now, obviously, I don't know now. I lived in Ireland 1 year since I was 18. I haven't lived there very much, so I don't really know now. But it was hardworking people. But it's all mindset, right? It's mindset that we get from our schooling. It's mindset we get from our parents' parents, and it continues on. And we're probably 20 years behind the rest of the world with that mindset shift to, like, talk about online business in Ireland. My God, like, it's just uproar. You know what I mean? If you're not 16, 17, 18, you think like anyone 25 and above think that you're full of shit. And it's just it's different mentality.
Right.
Working class, right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yes. I appreciate the working class. I do.
Patrick, I want to thank you wholeheartedly for coming on to the Double Trouble Show.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
thank
been
you, Patrick.
Thanks for having me, guys.
utter joy to have you as our guest, man.
Absolutely, 100%.
Thank you.
you.
Good to meet
You
you
as
guys.
well.
We would love to have you back on the show at some point, in the future.
Love
And
to.
I'm going to
Yep,
continue
love
supporting you and your endeavors on social media. Keep it rolling,
Absolutely.
brother.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
continue to watch your TikTok videos for sure, brother.
Thanks, Jared.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys.
All right, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, what a treat.
Yeah, that was extraordinary.
Wow, yeah. What a great guest. I absolutely would love to have him back as a co-host or to get maybe an update from him later on. But I love his candor, straightforwardness, and I like how he has passion for what he does, because people who have passion do come across with that authenticity, and he's very passionate about what he's doing, and I like that. It's raw, it's real. I like that.
I totally agree with you on that, man. And it's good to see, because in a sea of so many people who sometimes will come across as
superficial,
superficial, a little bit shady, right? This is a breath of fresh air to see somebody who brings it to you with so much transparency.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without Patrick. Please come back and I'll be
Air Supply? Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Just you got to do what you got to do.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, especially Magic and Mohammed Mohassan.
Mhm.
Appreciate you, Mohassan, for tuning in and dropping, both of you for dropping all of those comments and supporting the Double
Very
Trouble
thankful.
Show.
Thank you.
If you're watching this now, please drop a hashtag another comment live, hashtag live. And if you're watching this later on the replay, drop hashtag replay. Appreciate your support, everybody.
Thank
And
you.
if you'd like to be a guest on the Double Trouble Show,
Hit us up.
such as Patrick was today,
Hit us
you
up.
can contact me, you can contact Jared, and we'll get you scheduled.
That's what's up. All right. Thank you again, people. Have a wonderful weekend. Where's that outro? Peace.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway.